Night sky here.
ইমান ভাই মোবাইলে দাও একটু, মোবাইলে দাও একটু, যে কোনো একটা দিলেই চলবে, লাইভটা চেক করুন খালি। তোর হাতে কোনো মোবাইল আছে? হাতে কোনো মোবাইল আছে? মোবাইল খালি ইয়ে আছে,
What was at the bat? Let's have a look. Oh, really lifted off a length. Didn't do much wrong there. Uncomfortable delivery to get first up. Yeah, not ideal. You want to get that ball a little bit fuller in the slot to get up the other end, but you really can't do much about that. You know you've got to try and score, but it really is very difficult to score off a delivery like that takes off at that length. So it's a recurring trend of seeing wickets in the power surge. Often they can be the best overs to bowl, and that's been proven for Bryce Jackson here. He's claimed 2 in 2 deliveries, and now has the opportunity to take the first hat-trick of his top-end series. We've seen plenty of players take 2 in 2. Can he be the first to claim that coveted hat-trick? We've even seen a slip in come into play for this, the last of the 18th. Hold on. Bit of conjecture as to how the field's going to be set up behind the wicket, but if he can get the ball through like that last delivery, Rukabal Hassan is going to have his work cut out to keep it out. Here we go. Jackson on a hat-trick. Full. He's gone for it. Third comes around, but there's enough bat to clear the ring field. They come back. Pressure to get through. So an entertaining hat-trick ball and final over for Bryce Jackson. He's third over, sorry. Now with the figures of 3 for 26. Yeah, good bowling there from Jackson, and certainly for a split second it looked like we were going to have a hat-trick on our hands there. It was in the air for a while, but it was just a little bit too long. Rukabal Hassan was not worried about, being that third wicket to fall in 3 deliveries, as he tried to loft the ball back of a length over the offside. It hung in the air. Tegan Wiley tried his. The ball was just outstretched of his reach. That's what you want, though, is you don't want someone coming in to try and prevent a hat-trick. You want someone to come and have a go, which is what he did, so credit to him. Entertaining for us, and also trying to score some runs for his team, which is what it's all about. Yes,
Innings. Rakbal Hassan, the all-rounder, he'll have a job to do with the ball in the second innings. Can he provide some late order hitting to just give somewhat of a target? Currently 99, 12 balls remaining. Crouch to continue from the airport end. It's into the wicket. What's that come off? Hassan tried to pull to the leg side, didn't know much about it. Wait for the decision from John Ganane. The judge that there was no bat, so a leg bye to start the penultimate over. Brodie Crouch has been impressive. Hussain back on strike. He's made his way to 40. Just waiting for confirmation as we await the field placements. Looks like we'll see mid-wicket coming up into the ring, which is an interesting decision. That's immediately to say that's funny how often that happens. Steve, captain, sends him right back.
I think I might have heard you, Carl. I thought, hang on, this doesn't seem right. Carl doesn't agree.
Hussain on strike. Couch into the wicket, finding pace and bounce again. This pace battery of the Perth Scorchers. We've mentioned some of the names they've produced at international level, and it looks like they've got another emerging trio of pace bowlers. Couch on display here. Young Albert Esterheiser is able to beat the bat, and over before Bryce Jackson claiming multiple wickets. Got a promising attack. Steve Patton think he can go far into this top end series. Now just full this time, outside off, and it beats the wicketkeeper Joel Curtis. Just got low on him. He to get his body behind the ball, but was unable to prevent it going through to the hind leg region for 2 byes. First byes of the innings.
He's done a good job with the gloves. That was just a bit of an awkward one, just that awkward length. He tried to get the body behind, but certainly can't blame the surface here. The surface here is unbelievably good at TIO.
Couch. 3 balls remaining. Hussain on strike. Full outside off. Went for the French cut again. Hussain's already had one of those this innings. Beaten on the inside as that one just skittled through a little bit lower. Couch has got a fast, skiddy action. Was able to beat the bat on that occasion. Another tidy over. Nothing off the bat with 4 balls gone.
$115 would be probably a minimum for. Minimum for them. It's doable now.
Ball outside off and another dot. Hussain had width to use. Deep third was up in the ring. So any bat on that, being able to race away to third man for 4, but Hussain just unable to get bat on ball. Must be feeling a lot of pressure. So any bat on that. This has just slowly gotten away. Started promisingly to run a ball up to 20. Must be feeling a lot of pressure, but he's just lost his way a little bit in these latter stages. To conclude, the 19th into the wicket, pulled into the leg side, along the grounds. Hussain just jots through for a single. He'll retain the strike to open up the last over. He's got to bring something to the table to try. And find the boundary.
Yeah, a couple of overs ago, they got the 11 off the over, so they are capable. It's going to have to be 12 at least, I reckon, to make it a competitive score, and they can walk off with their chest out, hopefully maybe pick up Teague Wiley early and bring the game back into a 50-50 contest.
So a modest word, to say the least. Those 2 wickets in the last. Bryce Jackson over. Bryce Jackson over. Just that little spike was the six from Chowdhury, but really through the whole innings they have struggled to put the Perth Scorchers bowlers under any pressure. A crucial game for these two teams, both on 1 win and 1 loss. Jackson to conclude. It's into the wicket, helped onto the leg side, upish, but straight to the fielder as they come in hard off the fence to prevent any chance of a second. The limelight goes over to Rakibal Hassan to see if he can try and find the fence.
Swings his arms around, he's ready to go.
So fine leg, third man inside the ring, as well as mid-off, potential boundary. The options around the crease, slow ball, it's high into the wicket, the fielder's going around. He won't get it, it's 6 more. So Rakibal Hassan sees the umpire raise his arms for the second 6 of the innings, and the lower order has been able to provide some fireworks for Bangladesh.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to, gave us a bit of a heads up that he was going to have a go there. He was looking like he was shaping up for a boxing fight, and then he's just gone absolutely bang.
That's a great shot. There was a bit of width, so he's done really well to get enough bat onto the leg side and heave that over to mid-wicket. Had enough bat on it to clear the fence by a good 5 metres. So Rakibal Hassan 6. Jackson to respond. Full outside off. It's going to be another boundary. It's 6 more. So putting Jackson under a little bit of pressure, strayed in his line and length, full outside off. Hassan threw the kitchen sink at it, was able to get enough bat on it to go back-to-back sixes. Are we seeing something from the Bangladesh late in this innings?
And there's more good news from a Bangladesh point of view because we've got a free hit here because it's been deemed a no ball. So we are having a cracker of a last over here for Bangladesh.
Late in this innings, Raqabal Hassan has brought the game to life. We've mentioned that Perth Scorchers had their troubles chasing 112 yesterday. Bangladesh are now over that total. It's a free hit. It's up in the air. Raqabal should be able to get back for two. Square legs coming around. It's going to be tight. It's out. Had to take it on after back-to-back sixes. Tried to paddle that over fine leg. It held in the air. Looks like he may have been able to get back, but a strong throw straight into the gloves of wicketkeeper Joel Curtis, who was able to wick off the bails. John Ganane judged that Hassan was short of his ground, so a short little cameo of 16 of 5 comes to an end. But well played, Hassan. He's given his side something to defend.
Yeah, just what this game needed. That was very, very good to watch, even though it was a very, very brief innings. He certainly entertained the crowd. A couple of very big hits. It's a shame he couldn't just make his ground there. I was hoping the umpire was going to give him the benefit of the doubt, but it looked like he was clearly out, so it was a correct decision there. And he gets a nice rousing reception as he comes off.
Applause from the Bangladesh spectators and dugout. They appreciate how crucial those back-to-back sixes could be. Little moments can play a big part in changing the momentum of a T20 match. How pivotal will that be as we see the Perth Scorchers run chase? For now, attention goes back to Jackson, who's full. The first ball of Mahmood is driven through the offside for 4 more. So it's been a great end to this Bangladesh innings. The final over going for plenty, still with balls remaining.
And for the first time, they look rattled, the Scorchers. They've been well in control for the entire game. Hasn't really been a lot of pressure back on the bowler, and now all of a sudden, this game has come to life. Score up to 122 with a couple more balls to go.
So 19 off the over, by far the most productive for Bangladesh. This one is a dot bowled into the wicket by Jackson. Mahmood swung hard to the leg side. Was unable to make contact. So we've got 1 ball remaining in the Bangladesh innings. So they've done well to get to 122. It's certainly a points we didn't expect them to get there. We've seen a few lower totals across the last day or two. Giving their bowlers something to believe in. Jackson to conclude. Outside off stump. Joel Curtis has a shy. They get scampered through for a bye. So that finishes 20 off the final over, exactly what Bangladesh needed. Jackson finishes with the figures of 3 for 45, which took a little bit of damage in that last over. We mentioned how well he did in the power surge, claiming 2 wickets, but bowling at the death is always a difficult thing to do. So as we see Bangladesh batters depart, the Scorchers will be happy at restricting them for 123, but there'll still be plenty of work to do as we look back At the key moments of this first innings, Perth Scorchers again able to take wickets through the power play before controlling the middle overs through the spin of Corey Roccaccioli and Matthew Spores. Bangladesh were consistently under pressure. Hussain was able to bat through the innings while without being able to find the boundary with any regular ease. He was able to play an anchoring role and score 40 before Raqabal Hassan hit back-to-back sixes in the final over to give the Bangladesh team 123 on the board. We will be back after a short break for the Perth Scorchers run chase.
Looking to hit your studies for six? Make the move to Australia's Northern Territory and start a world-class partnership where your potential can glide through boundaries and you can rack up runs in places you never imagined. Enjoy our laid-back lifestyle and help us build what's next. When this over is over, think about getting on a good wicket and consider studying in Australia's Northern Territory.